Shipping terms communicate the tasks, costs, and risks associated with the transportation and delivery of materials. You define the shipping terms for customers in customer maintenance. To enter this information, launch the Customer application. Go to the Customer search field and enter or search for the customer you want to enter the shipping terms details for. You can also select a customer from the Customer ID grid. The Customer Detail page displays. Go to the nav tree, expand the Details node, and select Billing. The Billing Detail page displays. Go to the Shipping Terms section and select a Ship Via method from the dropdown. The Ship Via method determines how your company sends part quantities to the customer. These methods can be company truck, FedEx, UPS Blue, and so on. This value will be the default Ship Via method for all sales orders you create for this customer. If necessary, you can change the Ship Via method on the Ship To locations or the sales orders. The Free on Board or FOB value indicates the point at which the title of the shipped goods changes hands from the supplier to the customer. If you need, select an option on the FOB dropdown. If this customer receives shipments in another country, enter the country exit code for the area or city where the goods cross the border. This field is optional. You can use the country exit code for interstat reporting. This field is available when you select the border crossing checkbox in Internationalization configuration. Select the Consolidate Sales Order checkbox to indicate the customer can have multiple sales orders placed on a single AR invoice. Clear this checkbox if you want each sales order to be placed on a separate invoice. When you select this checkbox, the Combine Packing Slips checkbox also activates by default. The Combine Packing Slip option places multiple packing slips from a sales order on the same invoice. You can use this option alone if you want to place multiple packing slips on the same invoice. If you do not activate this checkbox, the Get Shipments process generates a separate invoice for each packing slip, even if they are on the same order. Select Consolidate Shipment Lines to combine shipment lines with the same part, order, and packing slip onto a single invoice line. If you like, you can use this option with the Consolidate Sales Orders and Combine Packing Slips options. However, if you do not want to select the Consolidate Shipment Lines option, you can select the Invoice per Packing Line option. If you select this option, during invoice entry, the Get Shipments process generates one invoice per each packing slip line for the customer. Select the Finance Charges checkbox if this customer pays penalties for overdue balances. This enables the Finance Late Charge field in the Billing Terms section. Select an option from this dropdown to automatically generate finance charges on this customer's invoice. Select the Credit Card Order checkbox if the order placed is a credit card order by default. You can select a different payment method on sales orders. Select this checkbox to set both the Auto Invoice checkbox in Sales Order and the ERS Order checkbox on the demand entry to default. This indicates that the Evaluated Receipt Settlement invoices and ERS invoices automatically generate for demand schedules and sales orders at the time of shipment. Your customer can then pay invoices based on packing slip information they receive from your company. You can change these values on specific sales orders and demand records. Select this checkbox to mark each sales order as invoice when complete by default for this customer. You can clear this checkbox for specific invoices if necessary. Save these options. When you send a shipment to this customer, the system uses these options to process the shipment.